Sam, welcome to my channel. If you want to see how I got this go-to everyday makeup look, then just keep watching. So this is going to be kind of like a talk through video, and these tend to be longer, but they're more informative because I can tell you guys what I'm doing as I do it. But I'll try to cut out as much as I can that's not necessary. If you hear noise in the background, that's my dogs as usual. So what I like to do is I always put Vaseline on my lips before I go to bed. But just like, especially in the winter months when your lips tend to be more dry, you want to apply that while you're doing the rest of your makeup. But you don't want to put too much on to where when you go to do your lips, it's like sliding everywhere. Next, you want to apply some moisturizer so that can sink in as well. And I'm using the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus, and just put that everywhere. And just a heads up, a lot of the things I'm using other than the eyeshadow palette are kind of like random things that I'm trying to put together to make this video because I left my makeup at my mom's. Okay, so this is the Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. This might, basically the point of this is to, like, I have a lot of different tones on my eyes, so this kind of just makes them all one tone, and the colors are going to pop out a lot more because you're putting them on a base. So the colors are going to be true to color when you have a base like this, as opposed to trying to put them on the color of your actual eyelids. And it also gets the eyeshadow to stick better. Alright, so next I'm going to use the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to be using this Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This is my go-to palette. I use this, like I said, this is my go-to look, so I use this every single time. And it comes with pretty standard colors, which is what I really like. There's a highlight shade, and then a couple shades you can use on your lid, and then like a crease color, and then the black if you want to use that. So I'm going to go in with Naked 2. And I always go like that just to tap it off so I don't have too much. And I'm just doing one eye for you guys so that this video is not super long. And you just start at the end and you just kind of bring it in. And it's okay if you go out a little further than you're supposed to, because you can always clean that up with a makeup wipe. That's why I like to do my eye makeup before my face makeup. I'm going to go in with Foxy, which is the second one, and I'm just going to use a packing brush. I'm not exactly sure. This is from Coastal Scents. It doesn't have a number on it, but just any dense brush is going to be great to pack the color on your lid. I'm so sorry, I need to turn my phone off. And I'm going to be using this E45 small tapered blending brush from Sigma, and I'll be taking Faint. And I just put it on the tip of my brush and then knock some of it off. And I'm going to put that in my crease and a little bit above my crease because I want it to stand out. Not just when I close my eyes, but when my eyes are open. And when you have hooded eyes, which means like when you look straight you can't see your eyelid at all, you want to try to get it so that it's more obvious. And you really want to start with a little and then just build and build and build, as opposed to putting a ton of product on your brush and then trying to blend it, because it's just going to turn into a big mess. So as you can see, I'm just doing a really light hand, and if it helps you can put your hand further down your brush so you're not doing it as harsh. And I apologize if my hands are shaking because I just got back from the gym, so my adrenaline is a little cray right now. What I like to do is I love this E40 tapered blending brush from Sigma. It's really fluffy. The fluffier the brush is, the less dense it's going to be. So it's just really great for blending and I'm blending my crease color into that transition color, that Naked 2 that I used from the palette, just so there's not too harsh of lines. But when you're blending, you really need to make sure that you're keeping the brush where you want the product to be. You don't want to go and blend it up into your brow bone. And you can do windshield wiper motions or just little circular motions, whatever helps you to blend it out. Then I'm going to go in with another packing brush. This is just by xoxo-ss. And then I'm going to take Venus, which is this highlight shade, and I'm going to put that right underneath my brow bone just to make it stand out more. Now, if you haven't done your eyebrows yet, don't do this because it's just going to draw attention to the fact that you haven't done your eyebrows. So I like to do it right under the brow bone, and then I also like to bring it in through here underneath the brow, but like thinner here. So I just use the tip, I just use the tip of the brush when applying it right there. And then I use the flat part of the brush when doing it under here because I have a bigger brow bone. And then I'll go back with that brush again, the blending brush, and just kind of marry the two together. And then I'll take that brush again, and I like to pack it in the inner corner of my eye because you'll notice that it just sort of brightens the eye. So just that inner corner. And then sometimes I'll just leave it like this, or if I feel like it, I'll take some of the black. So I guess I'll just take a little bit of the black, and I'm going to use a E36 blending brush. And black can get real messy real quick, okay? So just try to take a little bit, and then I like to put that in my crease. But I don't go into my inner third of the eye, I just stay on the outer third with it. And I think that's a good way to think of it, is like the thirds of the eye, because then you'll know where to put color a lot better. But you just want it to be in that crease. And then I bring it down, so it's almost like a triangle. Sorry, I think that's the male person. And then I'll go back in with the Naked 2 and my E35 brush and go back and blend. And this, for me, I mean, obviously you're starting and you're going back, but for me, I just think it helps to blend everything. Go back with my packing brush, and let's make sure this is the right one, Sam. And go back in with that Foxy, because after you've used multiple colors, it can tend to make that lid color look more dull and not so poppin'. Next, I'm going to go in with this Limitless eye pencil from Smashbox, and I really like it because it has a sharpener on the one end. I'm just trying to do like a softer look because this is daytime, so this is more of a crayon, so I just like to smudge it along my eye. And as you can tell, crayons can get kind of messy, so use that and then go back with an angled brush and blend it in. Just kind of use it to smudge it. I am shaking so bad today. Could be the coffee too, I don't know. Okay, so now I'm using, what are these? I don't know, these are from Ardell, they're the 102s. And I'm using some duo adhesive eyelash glue. And the reason I'm putting on these lashes, which let me tell you, day to day I don't do all this because I got other things to do, okay? But I'm putting these lashes on because my closet is like all open, hey. So I'm putting these on because I don't have any mascara. So like I said, I was clearly not prepared for this video. Alright guys, and the way you want to apply your lash glue is you want the glue to be thicker on the end so that it can really stick to your eye, because else it's just, the most annoying thing is when the corners are popping up. And another tip I want to give you guys is you need to let the glue dry. People are so quick to try to put it on and then you're going to be playing with it forever. Now, we are going to be using, for foundation, Makeup Forever. These are two different shades. This is 155 and 110. This is not normally what I use anymore, so we're just going to work with it. And I'm using a stippling brush from e.l.f. And I found like a really awesome drugstore one that I like a lot. But let me just blend this because I feel like this eyelash is gonna bug me. This foundation is just way too pink for me. But the thing is when you go and you contour and all of that, you can make anything work. Get all that redness around your nose to disappear. Alright guys, for concealer, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Concealer. And putting that under my eyes. I usually use something with more of a yellow based tone in it. This is more for white girls. I'm using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus, and I'm just going to use a bigger fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this to set my face. And this has a tint to it, so it's not just a translucent powder, which is what I use a lot of the time. This has color to it, so as you can see, like, it got rid of that white underneath my eye and just made it blend a lot better. And make sure to get your neck, guys. Like, I can't tell you enough. Like, I don't even care. This is why I self-tan, honestly, so that I'm not as pasty down here. But okay, so you get a good coverage with that. Then what I like to do is go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this is just gonna warm up the face a lot. And I'm already darker than I need to be honest, in this tutorial, but you know, YOLO. So I'm gonna use this big old fluffy brush. This is just to bronze it up. I'm not trying to do like some heavy contouring or anything like that. I'm just trying to bronze up my face. And contouring gives it more dimension if you don't know that. So I'm going to be using this Luminoso blush from Milani. It's more of a shimmery blush, so it's going to give you more of a glow. And this is another e.l.f. brush. This isn't a blush brush, but like I said, my normal brushes aren't here. So I start at the apples of my cheeks, then I go up. So with this, you don't need to use a highlighter because there's already highlight in the blush. Now, if you like to glow, feel free. Take this other brush from Smashbox. It came in some kit, so I couldn't tell you what it is exactly, so sorry. But I'm just going to shadow the sides of my nose. And this is just giving your nose more of like a slender appearance, if you can tell. So for you ladies that have a larger nose, this is a good idea. Then I'm not going to put mascara on the bottom because like I said, I don't have any mascara, which way to go, Sam. So what am I going to do now? I'm so used to putting mascara on the bottom. Okay, so next I'm gonna go back with that Smashbox, and I'm going to take a brush. Now that I have makeup on my face, if I was to touch my face with the, with my finger, it might mess up my makeup. So just to add some dimension, I'm just gonna go and line my waterline with that. So you can see it makes my eyes pop a lot more. And then if you guys have any glue that's showing from your liner or from your lashes that didn't dry, make sure that you go back and touch that up. So I have some right here. And the best thing to do would be to use a black, liquid liner, but since I don't have any with me, I'm just going to use some of this black eyeshadow from that Naked palette, and you just, pop that on, and it'll hide it. As you know, I'm like the brow queen, but I don't have my brow stuff. So we're going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Espresso, just to give more of like a deeper appearance to them. And I'm just gonna lightly brush it through because I want them to stand out more, but not anything crazy. And so I'm just gonna keep that on the outer part of my brows. Okay, so the last thing that you need to do are your lips. I'm going to be using Tawny from Jordana. You can get this at Walgreens, any drugstore, to line them. And it's like my go-to liner. Because it's more like natural. And then I take my finger and just blend it in a little bit. Just so that when the lip gloss fades off or whatever, it's not like you don't have anything on your lips. Next, I'm going to be using this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Istanbul. Alright guys, and then last but not least, we're going to be spraying our face with this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And this is like hairspray for your face. Sometimes I'll let it dry and then go back over it again with another spray. Alright guys, so the look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below letting me know if there's any new products you guys would like me to try out, because this is my go-to, like, same type of look. Like, this is the way I do everything. This is just not always the products that I use. I'll make another video using that, but this is definitely the style that I always go for in a hurry up and get ready kind of mode. Even though it took me like 30 minutes, that's like a short amount of time for me normally. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.